Hi there, it's Mark Mason from MasonWorld.com, and I wanted to spend a little time with you in this video talking to you about how I use MicroNicheFinder to expose profitable niches for eBay storefronts. And I have to say, in Texas usually we would say niche, but James says niche, so I'm going to say niche in this video out of respect for James. I really like MicroNicheFinder. There's a lot of keyword products out there, and you can have lengthy debates about what the best keyword products are. I can tell you one of the things that I really like about MicroNicheFinder is the easy-to-use user interface. When I want to do quick, fast keyword research, get a site up, I can count on speed and accuracy from MicroNicheFinder to give me the things that I need quickly. It's easy to use and a lot of fun, really. So with that, we'll flip over to the tool here, and I'll show you kind of what I was thinking on the way home from work today. Okay, so I was driving home in Dallas, Texas today, up Central Expressway. I live north of Dallas, and I was driving in my 2001 Chevy Tahoe, and I thought, it's a lot cheaper to fix this car than it was to fix my previous car, which was the BMW 740i repair. And I got to thinking, what I really need to do is look into a niche website on auto parts. I wonder what that would look like. That sounds like something that ought to be readily available on eBay. So as soon as I got home, I fired up MicroNicheFinder, and we can flip over to MicroNicheFinder now, and I can kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. So here we are at the MicroNicheFinder home screen, and as I said, when I got home from work, I went to MicroNicheFinder. I typed in auto parts. I had auto parts on the brain. Of course, I'm always thinking about niche websites, and boy, MicroNicheFinder came back with a couple hundred results. And I looked down these results, and you can see the search counts range all the way from 500,000 searches all the way down to sort of 46 per month. Sorted these alphabetically and looked down in the B's for BMW, and sure enough, I found BMW auto parts and BMW car parts and OEM parts, and so I knew I was sort of on to something. You can see BMW parts with 40,000 searches per month. So I went ahead and I used the narrow dig feature on MicroNicheFinder for BMW parts, and again, the searches for things related to BMW parts range from sort of 500,000 for the general automotive all the way down to less than 30 or uncountable amounts down there at the bottom. So I just kind of looked for the phrase BMW parts by sorting alphabetically, because I just kind of had this instinct about the phrase BMW parts, and sure enough, there's quite a number of search terms around BMW parts. Now, using MicroNicheFinder, I'm able to kind of get a quick sense of what the competition is for some of these phrases for BMW parts. Here's, if you find some things here that are kind of decent in terms of search. BMW transmission parts, looks like not a lot of direct competition for that. Something with a little more search volume, BMW replacement parts, looks like relatively low competition there. BMW performance parts. My next question is, if I had a website on BMW parts and there's just pages full of search phrases here in MicroNicheFinder that I can pick to target, basically one page per phrase. If I had those pages, what could I do with them? And the thing that I'm kind of in the mood to do this evening is an eBay niche store using one of my other favorite tools, which is WordPress, coupled with the plugin phpBay. And so the question is, if I could get search traffic to those pages, what could I sell? So the next question is to look at eBay and see what's available, and that's what we'll do next. Well, we've hopped over to eBay now, and we're looking for BMW parts, and sure enough, when we search for BMW parts, we find 2,500 BMW parts in the general auction. And then this won't even show the stores, but there are even more results in eBay stores. And the question sort of is, for all those different search phrases, can we find specific niches inside of eBay for the long tails? For example, one of the long tail keywords were BMW transmission parts, and we can see one item in general auction, but 13 items in for sale in eBay store. So I've sort of concluded that, based on 5 minutes of work with MicroNicheFinder and the search engine inside of eBay, that this looks viable. That's sort of the amount of work that I'll normally put into these to try and decide what to go do just to get them started, to get the domain up and running and get them aged. And so next will be a question of, can we find a domain name with that's SEO optimized. Now, I happen to know, I looked at I use Namecheap for domain names. I looked at things like BMW parts, and of course you can imagine that the domain name squatters have taken all these things. Amazingly, BMW auto parts is not available, but BMW car parts with dashes.com is available. Now, normally I don't like dashes, but since this is just a quick and dirty example and I'm only throwing down $10 here, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Try to stay away from dashes, but BMW car parts, that's just too great a domain name to pass up on, even though it has dashes, and I don't like dashes. So I'm going to add that to my cart, and I'm going to go ahead and buy this here. I'm going to pause it so that you don't get my credit card information. Hey, so it's about an hour later now, maybe a little more, and I've thrown together just a simple little website here. I've got a banner ad from Commission Junction on top of a WordPress theme from my niche AdSense themes for WordPress, available at a website near you. That's nicheadsensethemes.com. And I'm running phpBay here, and I've got featured BMW parts deals on the home page of the theme. I've got some AdSense plugged in here. So what you can see is, very quickly, I've got the beginnings of a site. Now to optimize this, what I'm going to want to do is put some keyword-rich text into each one of these listings, like this is the interior of your BMW trashed and so forth, and to help these index, and then I'll want to start building backlinks. So that's one example of how you can use MicroNicheFinder to build niche blogs that will allow you to sell items off of eBay using the phpBay plugin and my niche AdSense themes for WordPress. I hope you found that interesting. Again, my name is Mark Mason from masonworld.com, and I'll be posting this video on my blog at masonworld.com, and I invite you to come by and visit and drop a comment and tell me what you think. Thanks, and have a great day.